Hi there, welcome to another week of Counter-Strike game and skin market update. This is Skinomics2, and this video covers the 7th to 13th of April 2025. A quick word from our sponsor CS Money before we dive in. Go to trade mode, easily find the skin you want, and trade it in a few seconds. You can fund your purchases via your skins or a variety of methods. For something different, big discount on skins, you should definitely try the market mode. It is peer-to-peer, so it means you can find very good deals there. You can sell your skins instantly as well to cash out. Follow the link in the description and start trading skins the best way. Let's start this week with an update to the Shanghai Stickers. They have continued to trend downwards in terms of both price and return on unboxing. The contender team stickers have dropped to below 80% return for the first time. Fatigue from the community has long set in, especially after the release of the Armory Pass update. Now onto the updated table for the Armory Pass, which includes the return for the Solitude, Train, and Fever case for the first time. Most items have dropped in redemption ROI once again, and both the Solitude as well as the new Train collection have slotted Bay in the middle. What has been more interesting however is the in-demand Fever case. The ROI for the case itself stands at a massive 261%, despite unboxing returns being as low as many other cases at only 77%. Staying on the Fever case, remember the glitch that was supposedly fixed by Valve after the release of the Fever case? As a reminder, the original glitch was that each of the 7 Doppler knife finish variations were treated as their own finish, so that over half of the knives unboxed were Dopplers within the first few days. Well, the unboxing numbers this week indicates that the glitch may have not been patched after all. Whilst the number of Doppler knives have been significantly reduced comparatively, the odds of unboxing each of the gemstone variations have remained the same as phase 1 to 4. In previous cases, the chance of a black pearl, ruby, and sapphire combined to make up less than 10% of Doppler items. Given the news coverage on this, I think Valve have made this change intentionally, or at least intentionally not patched the glitch. Next, I want to talk about the MRQs and the stickers for the Austin Major. MRQs are starting next week and should be a good watch, but before that, the teams who directly qualify for the new major have been confirmed. These 16 teams will skip Stage 1 or both Stage 1 and 2 respectively. 3 new stickers will be introduced from Aurora, M80 and Falcons. Now, let's talk about the MRQs by region. MRQ replaces the closed qualifier stage of previous majors, whereas Stage 1 of the major is new and purely features matches between all the teams which make it through the MRQ. From Europe, 6 teams will qualify from 16. Many new stickers are possible, including B8, Paravision, BB, 500, 9Panda, Mesiport, and BC Games. From the Americas, the region has been split into 2, with 3 out of 8 to qualify from each. In North America, 1 new sticker will be guaranteed at a minimum, given the only teams with previous stickers are Complexity and Wildcard. In South America, the top 4 teams have had previous stickers in Imperial, Fluxo, Legacy, and Sharks. Lastly, in Asia, the region has been split into 3, with China having 2 spots and the other 2 sub-regions only having 1. We can expect China to not have any new stickers, given Dog Evil is the weakest on paper by far, and all other 3 teams have had previous stickers in the past. Similarly, FlyQuest are the clear favourites for Oceania. However, we are guaranteed 1 new sticker from the Central Asian qualifiers, as none of the teams here have made it to a major previously. Moving on again, I want to highlight a warning sign from the pro scene. PGL Belgrade has cancelled its qualifier stage. Many other events later this year and next year do not have qualifiers as well, including events from all 3 hosts of PGL, IEM, and Blast. This is a very worrying sign, as it will mean that it will be harder for teams ranked outside the top 30 to ever make it to the T1 scene. Lastly for the week, B-Tramps has published an interesting study comparing round ending times across active duty maps. Inferno stands out as the map where rounds drag out the longest, as Ts spend more time waiting out CT utility. I think the change in the update last week whereby Banana is made wider will help to change this slightly. Finally, let's move on to our weekly craft idea. What I have for you is a Zeus craft from the Overpass collection, now that the Overpass collection has gotten slightly cheaper. Simply place a bossy burger sticker at the front of the skin to make it look like a dragon eating a burger. Whilst the skin is slightly pricey, the sticker comes in at just over $1. Switching gears to the market, the Skinomics2 index, which contains a list of items I used to represent the market, increased by 1.76% this week. I'm honestly a bit unsure where this new wave of momentum have appeared from, perhaps stemming from people looking to allocate to CS skins away from a volatile stock market. In a similar fashion, The eSport Fire Index, which contains a list of 300 high-value liquid items, continued to show a reversing outlook. It has recovered from the value lost in the 2 weeks prior. Moving on to buff value of trade and trade volume sourced from itrade.gg. The graph does not count the volume for the new items just yet. We can see a slight trend downwards in the volume of older items traded. With the total value and volume data sourced from SteamDT, which does include the items from the new collections, there is a clear trend upwards in both volume and value of trade, which indicates significant portion of trade have been stemming from the newer items. Now, let's break the skin market movements down into categories. Starting off with knives and gloves, these have increased substantially this week. In addition, the higher end items including most sports gloves have done extremely well. Higher tiered weapon skins follow suit with a broad increase. However, the print stream skins have retracted this week from last week's highs. Unfortunately, agent skins have had a week of declines this week. Last but not least, we saw the affordable weapon segment moving adversely as well, but not to the extent of the increases in higher tiered items. Moving on, according to CS2 case tracker, case unboxing numbers shot to over 9.6 million this week, an absurd amount bringing Valve $30 million just off keys. The player base remained relatively stable. However, the excitement for the new cases have translated poorly into the case prices. Most of the new unboxes and excitement for unboxing have been concentrated into the Fever case. Active cases have endured another week of decline as well for the same reason. The Kilowatt case is finally lowering its price after a year in the active drop pool. Let's now take a glimpse at this week's biggest winners and losers. In winners, we have gloves taking up the top 3 slots. In fact, out of the top 10 increases this week, 8 were gloves. The force behind the gloves this week have been very noticeable. On the flip side, in the losers, we have a Shanghai sticker and an item from the old Armory Pass collections. Hardly surprising given our headline section this week. Moreover, the Eternal Fire sticker saw a reversal from the initial panic buy of the team moving over to Aurora. Onto the top trades of the week sourced from the skin trading site itrade.gg. On buff, we had a top 20 pair of hedge mazes selling for $35,000 in first place, whereas the second place was a Wild Lotus with 4 2015 Vox Holos, and the third place was a Sapphire Butterfly in 00 float. On CS Float, 3 Emerald Butterflies made the top 3 list, ending a boring week of top tier trades. Moving into game news, there were no updates this week. I expect the Shanghai Stickers to be removed soon, so there might be an update for that shortly. Now onto the pricing. In a twist of fate, Falcon faces G2 in Monesy's last game playing for G2 in the final of PGL Bucharest. Monesy will join Falcon after the game regardless of the outcome. As for the rest of the tournament, the 50th placed Opogji managed to beat both Mongols and Australis in the group stage, but did not make the playoffs. In other news, Furia made a surprising change in their roster so close to the next major. Cello has been swapped for Molode, who previously played for MCAL. Molode played as an AWPer, and Furia's current AWPer, Fallen, has remained with the team. Borup will replace Crims in the major qualifiers for Fnatic. Passion UA signs Dem QQ from Monty in replacement for Zerofix. Only Jaximo remain from the roster that made the Shanghai Major. Lastly, Spirit have expanded out their academy to include U12, U14, and 2 U16 rosters. This is a similar structure to professional football teams. I am still open to skin donations, and a reminder to join my Discord. Please like, share and subscribe. On that bombshell, that was all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!